everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me in today's video. So today, as you guys can tell by the title, I have quite a bit of new products here. Okay, I can't even tilt the box because everything might fall out. Okay, this is not new, but I decided to include it in today's video. I have Ofra Cosmetics, Morphe, BH Cosmetics, a whole bunch of things. Most of these you guys may have seen in my beauty swap haul. So I decided, let me do a first impressions and let me use some of these on camera and see how they work and all that jazz. First things first, you guys, this Morphe sponge. I mean, I've seen so many people talk about this sponge, and when you feel it at first, it's very hard. Like, it's super hard, but we're gonna see how much it expands. And yeah, this is basically a beauty blending sponge, and it says that it's latex free. You need to wash in warm water using gentle soap, all that good stuff. And yeah, apparently it's amazing for contouring, highlighting, and baking. There's so much going on at the back here. I was like, which do I tell you guys? Because this should not be sounding like a review video, because we're doing first impressions of a whole bunch of products. So this is what the sponge looks like, and I'm gonna go ahead and just wet it and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what the size is right now. It did swell up quite a bit, and it's definitely a lot more softer, but it's still a little bit more firmer than like a Real Techniques sponge, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's really firm to the point where it doesn't feel like if you squeeze it the wrong way or if your nails get into it that it would, like, you know, break or fall apart. Because you know, with the Real Techniques, like, you wash it once the wrong way and you can rip it. Okay, so for primer today, I'm going to be using this J1 jelly pack thingy sample that I got from Glow Therapy. All the brands that I'm talking about today that I got some of these products from, I will leave down below in my description bar, and I will leave their Instagram handles down below as well, because most of these products I did get from Kiss and Makeup based on Instagram, so I'll leave that down below. And yeah, this claims to be foundation glue, a skin corset, and a hydrating treatment. And then on the actual thing here, it says dramatic firming skin with improved elasticity and pore smoothing. You had me at foundation glue. Let's get it poppin'. Okay, so this is literally like a jelly consistency. It's really weird. Can you guys see that? It's like legit a jelly consistency. So, oh my god, I don't know how this is going to apply over my moisturizer, but let's see. Okay, it's not balling up or anything. I guess that's why it's called a jelly pack. Oh, it's actually not bad. It's actually really not bad. It's just like, it feels like gluey, but it like almost seeps into the skin really well. Does that make sense? And there's like a tackiness on the skin, which definitely is going to keep the foundation on. Okay, now along with these new products, I am also going to be testing some of the new Chick.Cosmetics brushes. I believe this is called the Pro Sculpt Kit, and it's considered one of the world's most beautiful brushes. Okay, so for foundation, I am going to be using my Wet n Wild foundations. These are the photo focus ones. These are 100 Rand. I got these from Clicks, and I got the shades Toffee and Caramel. This is what it looks like. I did get a little bit sunburnt, so I noticed in my last video when I applied it, it looked like it was too light, but then I just realized I may have gotten sunburnt, so it wasn't as a perfect match as it was when I first applied it. So I'm going to be mixing these two, and I'm going to start off with Caramel and just put this in the center of my face. I'm just going to put Toffee around outer perimeters of my face. I also just want to disclaim you guys that if you guys do see like videos with an older background on my channel, I did a bulk film quite a few videos, so yeah, in case you guys were confused, it's not that I'm going back to the old setup, it's just that I filmed those videos and I don't want that footage to go to waste, you know? Okay, so to blend this out, I'm going to be using a flat top. Let's read the description, shall we? Foundation brush, creating an air brushed base, stipples cream and liquid foundations into the skin. Okay, just need to make sure I'm using all these as they are intended. So I'm just going to use stippling motions to blend this into the skin. So far, I just want to note to you guys that it's not as big as my flat top kabuki from Switch Beauty, but it does get the job done. I'm gonna take a little bit more of caramel and add some on my cheeks, and then I'm just gonna take my Morphe sponge. I'm gonna say that this foundation is definitely more on the medium to full coverage side. So with a brush, I'm gonna have to say this foundation is medium to full coverage, but as I'm using this sponge to build up the foundation, it's adding way more coverage. So yeah, I would say blend it out with the sponge because it definitely adds a lot more coverage. Also, this sponge is so dense, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to hear it on the microphone. That's the sound it's making. But it's not like uncomfortably dense, you know? Some sponges are just so hard, it feels like you're beating your face. But this is dense, but it's not uncomfortable, you know? I know a lot of people don't like dense sponges because they're like, well, you expect a sponge to be really soft and etc, etc. But as long as it gets the job done, it keeps the coverage of whatever product you're using, I'm really not complaining. So I don't have any new concealers, but I am going to use a concealer that I prefer with this foundation. And this is probably like a second or third impressions of this, actually maybe a fourth impressions of this foundation right now. It just sits on the skin so well, like I don't even know how to describe it because it almost looks like a second skin. I have not come across a foundation that sits this beautifully on the skin. I am honestly shook. Also, you guys, Chick.Cosmetics has a microfiber sponge and I'm currently still testing it because the texture has me all sorts of shook, but I will be doing a separate video on that just so you guys know. So this is the Wet n Wild concealer in the shade Medium Peach. I don't know if you guys are gonna enjoy this sound or not, especially now that I have a microphone capturing it. Okay, so far the sponge is really not that bad, you guys. Okay, and then I don't have a new setting powder, so I'm just gonna use my fairly new one. This is the Makeup Revolution Luxury Banana Powder. And I'm actually not going to use this Morphe sponge to bake with because I have OCD, you guys. I like to use different sponges for different things. So I'm going to use my Real Techniques to bake under my eyes. I noticed though that this Wet n Wild foundation, it kind of still settles into your expression lines and all that jazz, but if you bake it really well, it actually has some really good lasting power. Okay, so next I'm using the powder brush to lightly dust off some of the excess bake because I don't want to dry out my skin too much. Okay, now it is time for shadow, and in this Chick.Cosmetics brush set there are 5 face brushes and 5 eye brushes. This is what they look like, and there's like an angled one, like an angled blending brush, like a really angled one, like a pointy one, and then 2 sort of variations of blending brushes. So we're gonna see how this works. Okay, so I'm gonna take the rounded blending brush and I'm gonna be dipping into my Switch Beauty Slays for Days revamped palette. So I'm gonna take this brush, dip into the 2 light shades here, Aisha and Stacy, and just highlight my brow bone. Okay, so I have this beautiful iridescent, like purpley blue, like liquid shadow. It's almost similar to the Stila ones from Chick.Cosmetics. So I kind of want to do colors that would go with that, if it makes sense. Okay, so firstly I'm going to take the shade Sophia and just use this as my transition shade. I'm going to say right off the bat, this blending brush, this rounded one, is actually a bit too dense for my liking. So I'm going to go in with this flatter vibe one. See if it makes a difference. Yeah, this is not as dense as that one. Okay, so next I think I'm gonna go in with the shade Zola, which is like a reddish brown. Oh, that picked up way too much product. I feel like these brushes are actually quite dense, but you can make them work. You just have to like not put too much of pressure as you're working on the eye. Okay, so next I'm going to use this pointier blending brush, and I'm going to take the shade Ntombi, which is this brown. These brushes actually pick up so much of product. And I'm just going to add some depth right on the outer corner of the eye. Okay, cool stuff. Everything is nicely blending. I just want you guys to keep in mind that these are very dense, but you can control how your eyeshadow blends by lessening the pressure on your hand and how much of pressure you actually are using to blend out. Okay, now it is time for this Chick.Cosmetics. What is the name of this? This is called Eye Lights Waterproof Eye Color. I would show you guys, but the package is so reflective. Maybe you guys will be able to see. Okay, you guys can see that, right? Right. And this is the shade called Psych. It is so beautiful, you guys. Like, as I'm looking at it right now, when I'm looking at it, it looks like a pinky vibe. As the light hits it from this way, there's pink iridescence, and as I'm looking on it straightwards, there's teal iridescence. Oh, I can't wait to see how this looks. So I'm gonna take it straight on to my lid. I'm just gonna take a brush to just smooth this out slightly before it dries. The texture is actually like really weird, but it's very thin in texture and it does dry down. You just have to make sure that you're not putting, you know, too much of product on your eyelid. Oh my soul, you guys, this is so pretty. Like, this is beautiful. So I will say this is slightly on the sheer side. Personally, if I could change how I actually applied it on right now, I would put down a base color underneath just so that it has a base to sort of pop even more. So I would maybe put like a matte white or like a blue, a tealy blue color underneath, just so that it gives it more oomph, you know what I mean? But either or, this is such a beautiful color and I am living for it, you guys. It's so pretty. As for mascara, I have not bought any new mascaras, but I also haven't used my Benefit Bad Girl Bang in a while. Okay guys, now it is time for bronzer, and I'm really excited because this is my first time ever trying the blush slash bronzer in the shade Format from Ofra Cosmetics. I have like swatched it, but I haven't actually used it on my face, so I'm so excited. for bronzer, I'm going to be using this large fan brush from Chick.Cosmetics. And let's see. So you can use this as a blush or a bronzer, but I think it's a really beautiful color to use as a bronzer, especially with my hair color. Oh, that is pretty. Wow, you guys. That is really pretty. This is like blushing and bronzing at the same time. That's the vibe it's giving me right now. I'm gonna lightly take some on my nose. And I'm not gonna lie, this bronzer is really pigmented. Like, it is super, super pigmented. Okay, and now it is time for one of the things I've been most excited for. I have not put this on my face because I wanted to do it for the first time on camera. This is the Nikki Tutorials and Ofra collab. This is the Ever Glow highlighter. I have all three. You know, you could get these individually now, but I decided to go for all three. And I'm gonna go in with the Chick.Cosmetics fan brush, and I'm gonna go in with this champagne-y shade right here. Oh my god, you guys. Excuse me, hi. Honey, I am not regretting this purchase whatsoever right now. Excuse me. I'm also going to use this color on my inner tear ducts. Wow, you guys. Have I been sleeping this whole time on Ofra? I think I have. And I'm actually a little sad about it. So a new pair of lashes that I have not used yet is these ones from Hey Lashes in the style Troublemaker. This is what they look like. I'm just gonna go ahead off of camera and apply these because I still need to trim them and all that jazz. And I already have tutorials on how you guys can do that, so I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so this is the Troublemaker lashes from Hey Lashes. I have to say, I am obsessed with how fluffy these are. Whoa, so pretty. And I also just lined my lips with my MAC Night Moth lip liner because I want to go in with one of my Ofra liquid lippies. Actually, two of them. I'm not sure which two. Let's go in with Dubai. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Dubai is, it's a really pretty nude. But you guys, it is almost covering up Night Moth. I was concentrating really hard so I could blend this liquid lipstick into this lip liner. Right off the bat, I'm gonna say Ofra liquid lipsticks are so comfortable, you guys. I love the smell as well. And it's also really, really pigmented. Like if I didn't take the time to blend it, it would have completely covered up my Night Moth lip liner completely. Oh my god. But I kind of want to go like a step further and put on like a shimmery liquid lipstick because I haven't tried these shimmers before and I just want to like give it a chance. Oops, I took the wrong shade. I took Fantasia instead of the Sigh. I put a little bit of Versailles on just because I don't want it to be like too shimmery, and also this is like a nude lip so it's not going to show as intense. But one thing that I'm really honestly surprised about is the fact that this metallic is identical in formula to the normal liquid lipstick, which is amazing because I've tried quite a few glittery, shimmery liquid lipsticks and they are very hard to work with. They're very hard to blend. They don't create a seamlessness on the lips that easily. So I'm gonna have to say I'm really, really obsessed and impressed with Ofra so far. I mean, hello, Dubai is probably like the nudist I own, which I'm so happy about. And yeah, I really love how this look turned out, you guys. I mean, all of these products really honestly have me shook. I'm not too insanely happy about the brush set. I feel like you're going to have to, it's not like a foolproof brush set, you know what I mean? But nevertheless, it does get the job done, so I'm not complaining about that. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment down below. Let me know what your favorite product was that I used on my face today. I have to say that like my top favorite is definitely this eyeshadow from Chick.Cosmetics. I mean, hello, can we talk about it? So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to slay all day every day with and without makeup, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.